As you begin adding more and more content to your website, you might find the need to further subdivide some of your menu options. So for example, if you take a look at a sample website over here, you're going to notice that there are a lot of menu options along the left-hand side, and some of them can actually be condensed so that it makes the navigation easier for students and other people viewing your website. So for example, you'll notice if I hover on one of my options, it will further subdivide into what we call submenus or subpages so that users or the website can actually click on more specific topic within the main menu option. In order to do that, you're going to come back over to your New York Learns website builder, and you'll notice in the section where you want to add pages, you're going to see add a web page next to every existing page that you already have on your website. When you wanted to create a main page in your menu that it shows up on the left, you would always click add a web page at the very top next to where it says my website pages. However, if you wanted to add a submenu to an existing page, what you need to do is click add a web page next to that particular page that you want to have a submenu or to have something pop out of. So you can see over here where I have my monthly newsletters, I already have two subpages that I've created, and you can tell they're subpages because they're a little bit more indented than our original pages that show up on our menu. So if I wanted to create another subpage coming out of monthly newsletters, what I would do is click on add a web page next to monthly newsletters. And this is where you have to be careful, because if I were to click on add a web page next to one of my existing submenu options already, that would further create a submenu coming out of one of these two pages. So I'm going to click on add a web page next to my existing main menu option, and after you do that, you will scroll up to where it says page title, and you will put in the page title for this subpage, and then you would add your content as you normally would in the text box below. Once you have the content that you want on this submenu, you can decide to make this page available online right now if you wish, or you can do it later. There are some teachers who will add a bunch of submenus onto a particular option and then just make it available when that month comes or they're ready for users to actually see that. And then we're going to click Save, and we're going to click OK. So now you can see I have another submenu option over here, and if I were to view my website and we hover over onto our monthly newsletter section, you'll now see that I have three submenus popping out of my main menu, and our users just have to click on whichever newsletter they want to view in order to get that particular content.